Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for June 10th. We're currently looking at the US dollar, US Japanese yen pair. This particular pair closed up today. It is moving sideways, biased to sideways. We're currently looking for this pair to potentially move as high as 99.18, possibly as low as 96.36. Look for some resistance around 98.46 and look for some support around 97.24. Now, switching to the US Swiss, this particular pair closed down today. We are looking for this pair to continue moving sideways with a bias that is sideways currently. We are looking for it to move potentially as high as 142.47, possibly as low as 138.17. Look for some resistance around 140.65 and look for some support around 139.14. Let's take a look at the pound US dollar pair. This pair closed higher today. It is moving sideways overall. Biased is still sideways. We're currently looking for this pair to potentially move as high as 166.05, possibly as low as 161.14. Look for some resistance around 164.98 and look for some support around 162.41. Now, switching to the US Swiss, this pair closed up during today's session. This pair is moving sideways with a bias that's sideways. Look for it to go possibly as high as 1.0942 and possibly as low as 1.0637. Look for some resistance around 1.0858 and look for some support around 1.0762 in this particular pair. Now, the New Zealand dollar had their interest rate released today. In the news, they held rates at 2.5%. The US dollar has tomorrow, going into tomorrow's session, the advanced retail sales for May being released at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus is that the retail sales have increased from negative 0.4% to 0.4%, which would be really good news for the US dollar. Now, what am I looking for during this next session? If we zoom out just a little bit in the US dollar pair, we have this formation, this head and shoulders formation that appears to be being created, essentially. If you take your low here and your low here and draw a trend line, and we need to look for a breakout over the next couple of sessions at that point. Let me zoom in and we can look at the exact number that we're looking for here. Change the color here. Okay, so during this next session, if we get a break below our trend line here, we're going to look at a short, possibly around the 1.3812 level. Now, where could this potentially go? Well, we have a potential for that pair to move to this low. Basically, this session's high point. This previous resistance would now become support, and we would get a breakout looking to go down from there all the way down to this point, which is around the 90 pip area. But that's definitely, this head and shoulders formation is definitely something that you need to keep an eye on. They're usually very accurate as far as determining a breakout. Well, that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.